3 strange things in the Los Angeles fire. One of them from Trump's spiel. The recent Los Angeles fire. This has created quite a stir around the world. Some of them reveal some strange, previously reported, fire devastating hit the Los Angeles area of the United States since Tuesday, January 7, 2025. Local time. Terrible events there has caused great losses and severe damage. Regardless of that, emerged a number of oddities that happened in the Los Angeles fire. Here are some of them that can be known. That happened in the Los Angeles 1 fire. A magical house is safe amid the Los Angeles fires. Fires are raging in Los Angeles and engulfing thousands of homes. But there is one house that seems to stand alone, untouched by fire. Amidst the sea of ruined houses around, when a fire, Los Angeles woods, spending everything in its path, reduced to rubble, and the ashes of the 3-story Steiner house remain intact. The white building stood out amidst the destruction. The homeowner said, "Actually, I didn't expect my house to be safe. It looks like none of the houses might have survived. And I thought we had lost our beloved home." But what happened? The house survived the blaze. And the house remained solid because it was made of concrete. Different than a lot of the houses there that were made out of wood. It is the fault of God. Nothing is impossible for God. Second oddity, water supply stuck during fire. In the midst of raging fires that devoured homes in Los Angeles, the officers there struggled as hard as they could to extinguish the fire. But their efforts are difficult due to several factors, including low water supply. Previous Los Angeles received water supplies out of a total of 114. The entire tank is full of water, was fully charged before the fire. But what happened? Janisse Quinones, as chief executive of the Department, Water and Electricity Los Angeles, says the tank, the water in the Palisades had run out before all the fires were out. Water reserves located in the square. Low makes them hard to refill the tank. While for fire hydrant problem, his status wasn't capable enough to quell the fire in hundreds of houses. 3 fires broke out after Trump threatens to make the Middle East hell. Trump's speech threatens hell will break out in the Middle East. President-elect of the United States, Donald Trump, threatening Hamas, if not immediately return, everyone detained in Gaza before he served as 47th president. Trump said, hell would break loose in the Middle East if it's not done. If the deal this is not done with people representing our country, before I took office, all hell will break out, he said.
You say all hell before and take off. All hell must be paved. They don't release the hostages. Well, do I have to define it for you? All hell will break up if those hostages aren't back. I don't want to hurt your negotiation. If they're not back by the time I get into office, all hell will break out in the Middle East. And it will not be good for Hamas. And it will not be good, frankly, for anyone. All hell will break out. I don't have to say anymore, but that's what it is.
Netizens then connected the speech with the fire incident in Los Angeles. They said that hell has already happened in a blaze that engulfed thousands of buildings there. It is called a reward from God. Sought on Trump's words. This is related to Surah Al-Baqarah 266 means, is one of you? Want to have a date garden and wine that flows beneath it rivers? There he had all sorts of fruits. Then came old age, whereas she had a small little offspring. Then the garden was blown. Strong wind containing fire, so it burns. This is how Allah explains the verses to you that you think about. Sentence in the verse, which has been heavily associated with fire incidents. It's worth the garden being blown by a strong wind, which contains a fire so that it burns. thing. This was because the fire on Lap was initially in the woods. But exposure to strong winds caused a blaze. The fire is spreading, so it devours the area as well. Settlements around it. Firefighters had trouble putting out fire due to low water pressure, the extent of the arid area, and exposure, high winds that exacerbate the damage done. They mentioned that the fire that happened in Los Angeles occurs due to the Santa Ana wind phenomenon, or FON, that moves really fast, very dry, and behave erratically, easy to spread. It was the wind that caused the fire and grow up. But only God knows better. It was a small disaster that God sent down for them. Allahu Akbar.